Hi, I'm Dawn and this is where Shabby meets Bling. Tonight I'll be working on Valentine's projects. I will be using thrifted items, clearance items, clay, paper, glitter, and paint. Who knows what else?
Welcome to a Can't Sleep Creations collaboration, Be My Valentine. I would like to thank my co-hosts, Jody from Jody at Southern Seasons and Monica from Up All Night DIY. You're going to find the links to their channels and this playlist in my description box below. I purchased this LED birch tree after Christmas clearance shopping a few years ago, and I've never used it. And I thought it would be really cool to decorate it for Valentine's Day. It's over 6 feet tall once I assemble this thing, and it has 88 lights. So I am going to start with making those lights a little more pretty. Dollar Tree has these foam roses, but only in the fall. So if you see them, grab them. I definitely do because they are very versatile. I've used them for a lot of projects. I used them for this video, and I'll leave the link to that video down below. But that's why some of the flowers are disassembled and torn apart, because I only used the center. Of course, I kept the rest of the flower. You know me, I keep everything. I keep everything. I poked a hole in the bottom of the rose so I could put a toothpick in there for now to make it easy while I decorate it. But later, once it's all dry and goes on the tree, that little LED light is going to poke up right through that hole. And if I have to make it a little bigger, I can. And since it's foam, it's going to stretch. Now it's time for the podge and glitter. So I loaded the bottom of this little guy with a lot of Mod Podge, and now I'm shaking in some really gorgeous glitter. This is called Pink Icing. It's a party blend, and it's just called glitter. It's from Hobby Lobby. And isn't that gorgeous? I love the big chunks in there. So pretty. I have left them to dry, and now I am going to do the little rim of all the little petals. And this glitter is just called Crystal. It's a giant jug, yay, happy glitter, jug o' glitter. And it is, you can see it's kind of a crystally white color, hence the name Crystal. And I am just going over the edges of all of the little petals on each and every flower. I have approximately, I think, 36 flowers in total. Well, our tree is a good sized tree, and it needs more than just those pretty flowers that I made. So I am going to roll out some of my flower clay, and I'm going to make some hearts, all kinds of different hearts. Some of my hearts are going to be embossed, so I am using this clay tool. It looks like a little miniature rolling pin, but it has a really pretty design on it, and you'll see it as I roll it. And some of my hearts are gonna have this beautiful pattern embossed right into them. I picked this tool up at Hobby Lobby. It was in a package of 3. That is also where I purchased my flower clay. Now, keep in mind, items go on sale in different departments in stores from time to time, so you keep an eye on things. And I pick my tools up when those items are on sale. I plan ahead, I look to see what they have, and then once something goes on sale, I jump on it. I jump on it and I get the sale price. I use cornstarch when I work with the flower clay. It helps things not to stick. The longer you have this flower clay out, the firmer it gets. I think probably true for any clay. You can see how gorgeous. Look at that. Now I just need to set it down and let them dry and cut out a whole bunch more of these pretty hearts. That tree is gonna be gorgeous. Another thing I love about flower clay is the fact that there's no waste. You see the little edges around the hearts that I cut out? I will take all of those pieces when I'm done with this sheet that I rolled out. Any scraps are going to get molded into a ball. I will add a little bit of water. I will knead it together, and I will put it in wrap, in cellophane, and then in a plastic bag. By the time I finish the next sheet, cutting my little hearts out, the scraps will be ready to use. That's how fast they reactivate if you don't leave them sit out too long. I am using a combination of cookie cutters and clay tools to make all of my little heart ornaments, and most were purchased resale at thrift shops. The others, of course, were purchased on sale. These are some more of the shapes that I cut out. Well, I tend to cut out a lot of them while I'm working with clay. You might as well get them done, especially if you know what you're going to do. And these are the ones I'm going to start with. I am going to make these a little more dimensional than what they are. It will take two of an identical shape to make what I'm making here. I am getting the basic center of these lined up and drawing a line so I know where my center is. I didn't measure them. I am just eyeballing them, but I trust my eyeball. And then I am going to prep them. Any little edges on the side, I'm kind of going to shave off with my tiny little scissors. And if they need to be sanded, I'm going to sand them. I'm also making sure that I know where the center is going the other direction as well, because as you can see, I am cutting these. I am cutting a little sliver out of each one, right up to the center point. And I don't want to go farther than that. And I need to go at least to that point because these two little pieces are going to slide together. So you can see I am just cutting halfway up. Halfway on both of my little cutouts. Once I get the right amount cut out of each one, and keep in mind, I'm only cutting out the amount of the thickness of the other one so that they fit together nice and snug. Then I will put them together like a little puzzle, and then I will glue them with 3-in-1 glue, set them aside and let them dry. Make sure after you glue them that they're positioned so they're straight up and down. You don't want them crooked once they're totally dry. That would be bad. And now it's time to paint these little cuties. I have made 6 in total, 3 of one design, 3 of another. I am painting 3 of them in shades of pink. I am using a Waverly chalk paint. The color is Ballet Slipper, and the other paint I'm using is a plaid folk art matte, and the color is Cottage Rose. I will give all of my pink ornaments one full coat, and then we're going to prep them for hanging. By using my drill and a very small drill bit, I am creating a hole in the top of each of these little ornaments, and I will be adding a little something different in all of them to hang them, something decorative. Out of some cardboard, I made a little heart template, and I cut it in half, and I made sure that it was small enough that it was going to fit onto my little ornaments. And I'm going to trace out this half little heart on one side, as you can see here. Then I'm gonna flip it over and trace it out on the other side. I will continue my pattern on all 4 sides of each ornament. Now it's time to paint in those heart shapes with the opposing color. My ballet slipper will get the cottage rose, and the cottage rose will get the ballet slipper, and I will paint all 4 hearts on all of my ornaments. Once all my pink ornaments are painted, I will move on to the 3 remaining ornaments. I am painting them green. I am using another Waverly chalk paint, and this is in the color of celery. And the other paint I will be using on my green is another plaid folk art matte in the color of Mossy Meadow. I know you're thinking, Dawn, why are you using green, you goof? It's Valentine's Day, not St. Patty's Day. Well, if you think about it, a lot of the vintage Valentines of years gone by have 4-leaf clovers on them. So following that train of thought, I am going to put 4-leaf clovers on my green ornaments. I did the exact same thing as I did with the hearts. I created a little template, made sure that it would fit inside the ornament on all sides, and then I trace it out. And then I will paint them in opposing colors, just like I did my little hearts. So the lighter green, that celery, will get the other green, the darker green, and vice versa. Now you really could do these prior to gluing them together. It would make it a little bit easier, but you would really have to make sure they lined up absolutely perfect. Once they're dry, we go back to the podge, and everybody gets a nice coat of matte Mod Podge. Now for more glitter. Yes, please, more glitter. The pink ornaments, my hearts, are going to get that really pretty pink icing again, that really thick and lovely chunky pink icing, but only on the edge. Now, my 3 shamrocks, they are going to get a similar glitter. It is called Lily Pad Lake, and it is also just glitter from Hobby Lobby, and it's a lighter green mixed with kind of a darker green, and it has those beautiful chunks in it as well. So both designs will just get trimmed out in that nice big chunky glitter. This is just one of the decorative hanging pieces that I'm making. This one is for my green ornaments, and I have 3 different colors of embroidery floss together. There's a real dark one that is a little bit lighter, and then I have a lighter one, and they coordinate with my paint colors and my glitter. And I have cut them all the same length, so all of my little ornaments hang about the same distance off each branch. I have added about halfway down 3-in-1 glue, and I am going to twist it. I am going to twist it up all the way and hold it in place, and I'm twisting it as tight as I can, because the end of it, the very end that's in my right hand, is going to get glued into the ornament once it's dry. After I glue them into the ornaments, I will be covering them in glitter. Yes, some more glitter. Now, my green hangers are going to get It's a Pickle. That's the name of the glitter right there. It's a Pickle by the Glitter Guy. And my pink ones are going to get Soft Pink, extra fine soft pink, all purchased at Hobby Lobby. I have taken some crepe paper streamers and created some accordion style Valentine hearts, the little paper hearts that unfold. Now, I'm not going to show you all the details in this video, but they are going to go on some of the ornaments that I made, and I will be doing a video on this process soon. It might not be hearts, but I will be doing this process soon. Maybe stars, I don't know, we'll see. These are the ornaments that I made for those little accordion hearts. I made 5 in total. You'll see 5 ornaments here, and you're gonna see 5 backers, little cardboard backers that I cut out of scrap cardboard, the exact same size as the ornaments. They are getting painted in a white chalk paint. Doesn't matter what color, as long as it's white. I am painting the fronts and backs, and then they will each get a coat, front and back, of the ornaments in Mod Podge, and then we're gonna glitter. We're going to glitter these guys. Glitter. This beautiful glitter is called, drumroll please, a Snow Swirl. It is also a party blend, and it's just glitter. It's just glitter from Hobby Lobby. But look at all the beautiful colors it picks up. So pretty. Once it's totally dry, I will add the hanger, glue it to the back, and then I will glue the cardboard onto the back to seal the hanger inside, and then I will glue on that little paper accordion heart. Onto my beautiful embossed hearts. These, I think, are my all-time favorite. I have done a few different sizes and a few different shapes, but this particular shape is going to get painted silver. This is a metallic silver. It is folk art, and it is by a Plaid, and they are all getting painted this gorgeous silver color, and they are going to get backers. They all need backers so they can have their little hangers and so forth and so on. Now, the hangers for these are going to be purchased after holiday, after Valentine's Day clearance, 90% off. Paper hearts with the little doily type action and some cardboard cutouts that I created. I'll be painting these all in that white. I will also be Mod Podging the paper to the cardboard, And then once that's dry, I will be gluing those pretty silver embossed hearts onto the center of them. I will also poke a little hole in there and add a hanger, and I will also add some glitter around the perimeter. I have more hearts that need solid backers and something to add hangers on. So I'm going to be using these paper hearts that I picked up after Valentine's Day last year on clearance for 29 cents a package of 24. And they say paper hearts, but they're really more of a cardstock, but I'm going to enhance them. I am using my dimensional paint, and it doesn't matter what color because I'm going to paint these things. I am going to add dimensional paint dots all the way around the perimeter. You can see that there's a little ruffled edge cut out, and I am just following that little border all the way around. And once it's dry, I will paint these according to whatever heart I am attaching on the front. And I will also be adding glitter. Of course I will. And a hanger on each and every one. This beautiful color you see here is called Blue Echo. It is from Plaid as well, and it's a folk art matte. That kind of rounds off my palette for today. We've got the pinks, the soft greens, and this beautiful blue. Now, the blue glitter that goes with this fabulous color is called Nimbus. I'm guessing like the cloud. And it's from the Glitter Guy, also purchased at Hobby Lobby. Great selection of glitter there. I wish there was some other place where I could find even more glitter. At an absolutely fabulous garage sale this summer, I picked up this bag of old cards for $1. Didn't look like much at first, then I started going through them and I saw some really old, beautiful cards. Some postcards, some very old. This one's for Easter. And then I kept going and look what I found. Valentine's Day. It was two-sided down at the corner. It looked like there had been something glued to it, which was ripped off, but look at the other side. Absolutely pristine. Love, love, love. I am going to be hanging that postcard on my tree along with a few other postcards, and the others are not real. They're just images that I printed off. They're real. I mean, what I meant was they're not vintage. They're not old. They're new. But who cares? But I am going to make some backers for them because I don't want to glue them onto anything. I have some cardboard that I cut out a little bit bigger than each image, and I am using my decorative scissors to create borders around the edge of all of them. I made these cute little hearts out of clay when I was making all my hearts. I will be painting them silver and gluing them in the corners, and they will act as picture corners. You know, those little black tabs that hold your photos into place. And I will add a hanger on the back of each of these, and they will get painted silver, all of it painted silver. And my little postcards will be able to slip right inside. While thrifting, I picked up a little tiny bird and this birdhouse for $1. And it has water stains on it, but I don't care. I am going to use it. I peeled off the ugly flowers, which I will redonate because I'm sure someone will think they're beautiful. And I'm going to paint this little birdhouse. I'm painting the base of it, the little house structure part of it, white to match my other items, and my roof will get painted cottage rose. After it's painted, the whole thing will get a coat of Mod Podge. If I get any bleeding through, then I will go over the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge should seal away the water stain, and then I will paint it again and go back over it with Mod Podge. My birdhouse will only get a little bit of embellishment. Last but not least, I am going to make a bird's nest, and some of these little shreds will also be coming out of my birdhouse. Now, the shreds were Valentine images that did not print properly, so I thought instead of wasting them, shred them and put them to use. I am starting with some aluminum foil and a lid off of a spray can as my mold. I am molding my tin foil, which is used was used by my husband to bake a potato in the oven. So I figured, hey, let's reuse it. I have molded it around my lid and I am going to paint it white, let it dry. Then I'll come back with 3-in-1 glue and I will attach all of my pretty colored paper shreds all over this aluminum foil. Once it's dry, I will take it off of the lid and then I will do the same thing, same process, 3-in-1 glue, paper shreds on the inside. The nice thing about using the aluminum foil is it's pliable. Once I put my nest on my tree, if I want it bent a certain way, I can do it because this aluminum foil, no matter what, even though it's got glued paper to it, is going to be pliable.
All of my projects are done. I just need to assemble, pot, and decorate my tree. And then we're going to take a look.
Since we started with the roses, let's take a look at them first. I really think these beautiful, glittery, gorgeous roses bring this tree to life. I love the sparkle and I love how the shine from the lights are reflected in that glitter. I wish I had enough to do every light on the tree. Maybe someday, maybe someday. I have created a lot of ornaments for this tree, but I think without these flowers, it would be a little bland. Well, of course I potted the tree. You can't have a plastic stand sitting there with all these pretty ornaments. So I put it in a thrifted item that I picked up many years ago, and I added some shreds, the remainder of my beautiful Valentine shreds in the bottom as grass. You'll also see a lantern here that I did last year. I'll leave the link in the description box on how I created that. And there is our cute little birdhouse, painted and simply embellished with some of those shreds and a 4-leaf clover made from 4 of my clay hearts. Here is our little birdie waiting to go into the birdhouse or the nest. There's our nest. Didn't that turn out sweet? I will definitely be doing things like this again. I love the way it looks. You can see all the pastel colors that bring out the colors in all my ornaments. There is no mistaking that for anything other than a bird's nest. You can also see a couple of the embossed ornaments there and those 4-sided ornaments. There's the shamrock and there is one of my hearts. I love how they came out. I think they're really unique and very pretty. Now, this is one of my favorite ornaments here, the one stamped with love. And I did it a couple different ways and backed them with a couple different things and added different types of glitter. Now let's take a look at our postcards. Our vintage Valentine postcard and those faux ones, those imposters. You can pop these postcards out of their little holders, their little heart photo holders anytime you want. See the Valentine with the 4-leaf clover tucked back in there? So pretty. And let's not forget that paper accordion heart Valentine ornament. I absolutely love it. I will be doing a video on these at some point in time. Thanks again to Jody and Monica for joining me in a Can't Sleep Creations collaboration, Be My Valentine. You're going to find the links to their channels in this playlist in my description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, share it with your family, your friends, and anyone that likes Valentine's Day, DIYs, thrifting, and home decor. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to check out my shop on Etsy. Leave me a comment. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to support my channel. Ring the bell for notifications of all my upcoming videos. But for now, this is Dawn with Shabby Meets Bling. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you next time.